Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Pixel. We're back after a couple of week break and we're doing these bi-weekly for the moment. In the UK, the sun is so hot and I'm absolutely melting in front of these computers. So it's absolutely killing me doing this because you've got to have the lights on and everything else like that. So yeah, we're going to be doing a couple of hours worth of live streaming for you to play games that hopefully you want to see played. But the next stream after this one will be in 2 weeks' time. And when the weather starts to get a little bit cooler, we will then go back to the weekly streams. So without further ado, as they say, or at least somebody says, let's get on with this. So what do we got here? The first game we've got is Harrier Attack. This is on the Amstrad, and I preloaded this one in because this takes a little while to load in, and you don't want to be sitting around while a game loads in, at least while it takes too long to load in. So we're going to go on a journey, give this a go, and see how far we can go. So we're going to do skill level number 1, and I hope it's going to accept the joystick. Oh balls, it hasn't. Oh my god, right, things go wrong immediately straight away. Alright, let's reset this game. I didn't want to do this, but it looks like it's defaulted immediately to a bloody keyboard, which is not what we want. So this is the Amstrad 128K. We're using a Mr. FPGA to do this, and it's loading in. There you go, Amsoft presents Harrier Attack, and this time when we get the option, we're going to hit J for joystick. By God, you don't want things going wrong that early, so J for joystick. Okay, is it going to do it? There we go, we got a J on the screen now, and now we can do skill level number 1. Hello Alex, good evening, I hope you're doing well, thank you for joining. How's the weather where you are at the moment? Are you as hot as the UK? Are you colder than the UK? As long as you're well though, that's all that matters. Alright, so how do we do the bombs on here? I can't remember. Oh, we could blow that. Oh no, my God. Alright, that blew that out. Now, why can't I do bombs? Okay, trying to get past that plane. Is it space? Yes, it's space. Alright, so I've got to use the combination of a keyboard and a joystick to play this at the same time. Right, let's carefully do this. If you use too much fuel, if I recall, you can't make it to the town on time as well. Or you can't make it there at all because you run out of fuel. Oh my God, that was close. So yeah, you get a chance to bomb the town if you can get near it. Come on, up we go, into the clouds, and down, deeper and down. Alright, so everybody, I apologise for no stream. As I say, last week, the heat absolutely kills me. If you're a fat person like I am, you don't want to be melting in the heat. You really don't. But, we're back this week, and we'll do it again in a couple of weeks. And as soon as the weather gets a little bit cooler, we will be back to the weekly. Oh my, the bastard shot me down. As soon as we get back to the cooler weather, then we will be in a better place. So Addy Sneaker Freak, spacebar was bombs. Thank you. Yes, I got that. You can actually, in fact, you can do a little trick here. Let's see whether this is going to work. Let's go put GPC in. There we go. And on the Mr., if you go into the Mr. menu and button key remap. So if I push a button that I want to change, so we're going to go for this one here, and we're going to do that. And if I do enter to finish, drop back, I might have keyboard, bombs and missiles on the same joypad because it does allow remapping. So hopefully that will be okay. So let's not bomb my ship. Missile, there you go. I've got it remapped on the one thing. Unfortunately, on the Mr., unless anybody knows any differently, you've got to do this on the fly. You can't basically, just have it set default for all games to be doing this. So yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache, it really is. But hey, we're there now. So Alex, it's colder. Weeks of rain at 32 litres. Oh my God, 32 litres of rain. We are due some rain in the UK this week, if you believe what they say on the news, which is rather good. We haven't had rain since mid-April. We really haven't. Right, come on, up. Oh, I tried to bomb him, and I completely missed, Alright, okay, let's focus here. Get that. Blow that up. Oh, that was a little close. I want to get to the town. To see whether I can bomb the hell out of the town. Yes, close. Alright, it's so much easier having the missiles and the bombs in the same place. Alright, those guns can still get me, I think. Oh, that plane nearly got me. That plane nearly got me there as well. So yeah, this was a great game. I had a Spectrum at the time this was doing the rounds, and I've got to say, you know, the Amstrad was the best version of this. The Amstrad was the best version of this. Very much like Sorcery as well. They had the best version of Sorcery. Sorcery Plus, the extended version they had. That was very cool. Oh my god, I thought I could fly through that. I thought I could fly through that damage. Damn it. Alright, we'll have another go on this. One more go of this. Alright, let's just try this time to really focus and get to the town so we can drop a few bombs off. That was awful play. That was awful play. I just got myself killed through sheer stupidity. Alright, so we do requests. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We do requests. You know, I've got a few things lined up for tonight. You've probably seen, if you've watched the history of the channel, so to speak, a few of these games before. But, you know, it's hot. And as long as we're having fun, as long as you're having fun watching me, that is all that matters. Because this stream is all about you. It's all about each of you. If you fly that high, the flak doesn't cause damage. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I see that. Oh, oh my god. That was a bit of luck there. Right, let's try to stay high. I think we shot a plane there and the sprites didn't work. It just stayed dead in midair. Alright. What is going on with these planes? Oh, flak, flak, flak. High, high, high. There's something going on with the enemy planes. You know, they seem to be disappearing when they get to the top of the screen. That's a sign for us to be changing game after this. Oh, there you go. One finally went pop there. You know, maybe the sprites are a little clunky. It's been a long while. It has been a long while. And this is an old game. Okay. Alright, hopefully we're near the town. We've got to be near the town now, I think. Okay, we've got that plane. Avoid the flak. See, why did we not hit that plane? Oh, okay. I think what we're actually doing is we're shooting the plane's missiles. Yes. Alright, we're shooting the other plane's missiles, so it's not broken. It's just I'm shooting the missiles. Alright, let's get that one out of the way. And that out of the way. And get high again. Come on. We've got to be near the town. Oh, there we are. Here we are. Alright. Okay, I think this is good. I think we were meant to destroy the town. There we go. Look at us. Yes, we are. Look at that score. Bloody hell. This is the kind of score you want to be ending the game on. And I've still got some fuel left. 20,000 points. Oh God, we're racking them in there, aren't we? Here, have a missile. There you go. And that can go up there. I have got no more bombs left. Now, if I recall, you could shoot your own ship. It's not let me do it. It's not let me do it. I think you could shoot your own ship. If you fly through the flak, doesn't cause that much damage. Yep, great, great, great. Got that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're landing. Alright, we'll play till we're dead. Obviously. But we've got a refuel of bombs there. But yeah, that worked out alright. That worked out alright. Okay. That will upset the people on my ship. That's what they call friendly fire. Too much fire. Oh! Alright, that got that as well. Let's try and get 30,000 points. Which is going to mean attack the things on the ground. Oh, careful, careful. Oh! How are we doing? 25,000. That's still not enough. Oh, that was close. Alright, slow down a bit, slow down a bit. I'll be really pleased if I get 30,000 points, actually. May or may not be possible. Oh, I thought I was going to miss the tank there. Yeah, I'm not scoring very much at the moment, am I? I should probably let up a little bit on the bombs as well, because we might, you never know. We might make it to the city. We might make it to the city. Right, 26,000. Not going to bother bombing you. And we'll come in low for you. Oh no! Oh, I've got no more rockets. Alright, okay. So it's now an evade game. Oh, by the... that's it. Alright, well, that's all that happened. Oh, 26,000. It went a little bit wrong. I was a little bit too enthusiastic on the damn rockets there. You know, I really, really was. Alright, so we are going to go for another flying game, but this is a flying game that I'm not particularly good at, but maybe I will have a good showing here. When I used to do the Starcade challenges, this is one that craps up once in a while. The Starcade challenges is an old TV show, and I used to put myself against effectively the contestants against the recording of the old show to see if I could beat them. Yeah, all those videos are still available on the channel. All the videos from the channel are still available on the channel, so you could take a look at there. You know, maybe another day if you want to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's play Zaxxon, a super hard game. Right, coin goes in, off we go. Off we go. Ilmis Davis Q, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, I wasn't doing well there. I crashed. I was looking at the comments and got myself killed just a little bit. This is the kind of game that when you play, and I can only speak for myself here, that, you know, although hard, it's kind of doable. But if you think slightly even too much about the controls, the positioning or anything else like that, it all goes very wrong. So, you know, you need to be focusing effectively on autopilot quite a lot without too much thought about what you're doing to try and complete this. You know, we're doing alright though, we're doing okay for the moment. This is true famous last words on this channel. True famous last words. Oh, come on. Oh, let's go up. Okay, there's a space station that went by there. So I've got to be at the same height as these ones to kill them. Alright, and I think we get into a tunnel next, if I recall. Some space tunnel. It's been a long while. There we go. Is it a space tunnel? Oh, up through the gap. Alright, and down. Alright, okay. There we go. Oh my god, you've got to use your missiles to obviously aim for the gaps. Aim for the bloody gaps, and I did that a little bit wrong. Right, here we go. Here. Oh, what the blazes? Surely I could fit through that. I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. Alright, so 3,800. That's not a very good score. Let's just go straight to N. Oh no, end. Ah, see, there was no initials in the top one. I was wondering, was the top one a me at some point? I don't know. Let's have a go. Shiffy246, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining on another boiling hot evening in the UK. So, a little boring fun fact for all of you, and this may interest some of you as well, because, you know, I don't know whether you're into video editing and stuff like this, but I keep all the videos, you know, I've done on this channel. I used to use them, and sometimes I do. I don't set it up too often, but once in a while I will set up. Oh my god, did I just die in the same spot? Sometimes I set them up effectively on the Twitch stream, where we have basically rotating videos from the channel here, you know, just to try and bring a few new people in, share what we do here, share the wonderful little community that is the Gentleman's Pixel Club, and it's wonderful because of all of you. But the videos I run off an SSD, and we're going to have another go at this while I'll talk about this, so we'll just go end again. We'll put the GPC in if we get a top score. Right, start. Right, yeah. So, you know, I run them on Twitch basically just to show what we've done, show a little demonstration of some of the games that we've done. And, you know, there's a lot of videos. There is hundreds of hours worth of content there. And it's always a bloody struggle with the size. Now, SSDs are not too expensive, so that's okay. But there's a real size struggle on the storage of these things. And obviously, the more videos I get, the size just increases wholly hugely into some godforsaken problem that you have in keeping all of these. Anyway, I've been using Handbrake, and if you're into video editing and you want to change the size of your videos, Handbrake is really good at recompressing them without any real noticeable lack of quality here. It's a free tool as well. It takes a little while to do it. You know, it's not the quickest, I've got to say, and I'm slowly converting all these videos so I can have more space, and obviously rehost them on Twitch once in a while when I decide to do it. But yeah, if you're into video editing and you want a great compression tool to redo your videos, have a look at Handbrake. As an example, for some of the like 60 FPS videos that I've got, it will save 50% on the size, which is really, really good. Oh, and it just shows you in some respects as well how much clutter you get when you make some videos. But yeah, 50% of the size. I'm pretty damn. Why did I die there again? I'm pretty damn pleased with that particular stat. We're going to change the game, I think, shortly, because this is nuts. Why? Did I make it through? Okay. All right. See, oh my god. Am I deliberately so stupid I keep flying into that wall? I don't know. Evening Jabber, thank you for joining. I hope that you are doing well as well. We are going to be changing games. Actually, let's just do end there. And this game here is going to be on the Amiga. For those of you that don't know, I use these NFC cards to swap games around reasonably quickly, or I hope reasonably quickly. And this is one we have not played. I don't think we've played on the channel before. So hopefully, it's going to be okay. When I do these cards, when I prepare these, you know, and we have loads of these cards, you know, you're in a world where you have surplus sometimes for some of the videos we do when we do the live streams. And this one here was a bit of an extra one here. So hopefully it's going to load in. Hopefully it's going to work, and this is basically the Amiga's version of Commando. So Alex, if you're still with us, you should probably enjoy this. Alright, so can't remember exactly how to play it. You're in a Jeep, you can get out the Jeep if I recall. Okay, let's kill all these soldiers here somehow. God! Yo, that fodder, they really are. Oh, you can run them over as well. There you go, let's back into you just a little bit. I'm sure you can get out of the Jeep. Let's try space. Oh, there you go. Oh, that wasn't worth it, was it? Ha! Come out there and get a bullet in the back of the head. Damn it. Alright, back in that Jeep, I think. No, come on, let me in the Jeep. Oh my god, why did I get out of that Jeep? Alright, a little bit of reversing. There you go. That's how you complete the levels. You reverse backwards. Oh, and you get a bit stuck. Can we break through these? So I can't remember what the object was apart from to kill enemies there. But I think we're stuck here. I think we've got to go on foot. Damn it. Yeah, alright, okay. Let's get out of there. Yes, it is on foot. There we go. Alright, maybe we can find another Jeep. Oh, that bullet chasing you. It's very much like oh, can we get in there? Okay, well, somehow that door blew up. We can get in there and get some other bits and pieces. I've got no idea what's going on fully with these controls. It has been years since I've played this game. Many years since I played this game. In fact, we'll stay away from that gunner. Oh, there's another one there. Can we take you from... Oh, good lord. There's going to be a grenade somewhere, isn't there? Oh, that didn't work. Control, I don't know. Alright, we're playing this with limited controls. This is what happens on this channel. We don't read the instructions or everything like that. So, you know, we're struggling a little bit. Okay, so up here. Oh, and we got again. So yeah, Alex, this is a very pretty version of Commando. A little bit more brutal as well, where the controls are a bit challenging for me. Oh, run. Oh, up here. Look at that. They're all missing me. Oh, they're like stormtroopers. They shoot so badly. Alright, so we're just going to enter here. We have one more go of that, I think. Let's see how far we can get. Alright, so we've got a lot of lives. It gives you a lot of lives. It really does. And we're just going to drive as far northbound as we can before we get ourselves hurt. Oh, we can't go through there either. Oh no! Right, out. Yes, no, damn it. Right, what about here? Out. Right, let's go up here and try. Oh, that bullet took me out. I like the little blood on the man as well. We didn't see that strange tank before, did we? That's new. That is new. Alright. Run, run, run. Avoid that. Alright, now let's do lots of shooting here. How does that... That seems to sort of blow up as soon as I walk away? Oh, who knows? Who knows? Right. Hope you're enjoying, by the way, the top 10 videos that we're doing. So, the way this works, just to give a little bit of context to this, is I look at the top 10 stats, effectively, over the past 30 days. YouTube will tell you those. You could do 7 days ones, but you know, the size of this channel is so small in terms of, you know, the output that we have. It'll be all over the place because the videos all get a lot of similar views, and because it's such a small channel here, you know, you don't get any long-term views like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties and the Dragon's Lair ones and stuff like that. It would be possible for them to effectively just be there and then, you know, disappear one week after another, and it look a bit silly. But if you look at a rolling 30-day, you actually get a really nice curve on the videos. So when we do the weekly charts, it's basically using a 30-day statistic of, you know, where we are, what we've got, how far we've been, and it's really interesting to see some of these old videos that people are watching. You know, interestingly as well, the tutorial videos, you know, some of those get a hell of a lot of hits. The MB server ones that we do gets so many hits, it really does. But you know, I've excluded all of those, you know, out of there, and you know, there's a couple of videos. Let's kill you here. You know, that just surprise you. Like the Zapparoo one gets a lot of hits as well. The Zapparoo one in terms of these NFC cards that we're using. So, you know, it brings a smile to my face that people enjoy the old content. I read once that if you do YouTube content, don't delete the old content. Do not delete the old content because, you know, people will still watch. And it's true, they absolutely do. So no, that's great. Bill's Old and New Gaming, good evening, good evening. I hope you're well, I hope you're well. Alex, yes, good version with the Blood Enemies. It is a good version, it is a good version. Alright, we're going to swap to something else now. And we'll go to this game here. I just pulled this out at random. And it is called VARF, Operation Thunderstorm. So we've done, as I say, some of these before. What I actually tried to do for a selection of games that we've got here as well, just to be even a little bit more different to what we do, is I have, while this is booting up, I've got these with all my NFC cards in, and you can see they've got letters there at the top. I basically went through A to Z and tried to pick one of everything, and we actually did get one of everything. I forgot I had a game with Y, but that's Y-E-R Kung Fu, whatever the hell that's pronounced there. So we may get to that at some point as well. Anyway, coin goes in here, and we're going to play VARF. Alright, last time we played, we had Smart. This time we will have Fixed. I don't know what the difference is apart from the rotating balls. May or may not move, but no, we'll see, we'll see. I've actually got no rotating balls here, looking at this. So this is one of those pleasing type ones where it's sort of futuristic. And it reminds me a little bit of steampunk type colours as well. Especially with some of the bad guys. Oh my god, we died already. Especially with some of the bad guys you get. Right, let's get that. Oh my god, did we die twice? Holy hell. Alright, so this is hard. Yes, but you know, some of the fancy enemies you get. Right, let's get that. There we go, there we go. We got balls of choice. Balls of choice to kill things. But the parallax type scrolling is really good. So you've got the background scrolling underneath with enemies on that plane, the foreground with the enemies on here. And yeah, this isn't a bad game, and not a bad little game at all. You know, I can't remember how I found this game. I think this was when I was just going through the aeroplane game. Oh, what is that? I'm dead already. So continue. Yes, of course we want to continue. Let's put a coin in and carry on. But you know, I've learned things from doing these live streams as well. You know, one game that I must again call out is Tiger Heli. That is a good, solid, fun game. It really is. We did a little video of this as well recently. So a little tip, by the way, as I say, you know, I'm suffering because of the heat, and you will have noticed there's been some slightly different content on the channel that we're doing. Some stuff easier to do than others because of the heat and everything else like that. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the videos that you do on the effectively YouTube screen that you get for the Gentleman's Pixel Club, you'll see some with red text and some with yellow text. Now, the red text ones at the moment are basically just where I've played some games and uploaded the clip and there's no talking. This is what I call the Gentleman's Pixel Club Raw, where it's just raw gameplay. And then you've got the yellow ones that have got commentary, where I do some playing for the games and we get the regular talking that you've got. But doing this slight switcheroo in terms of what we do allows me to carry on doing content while I melt, while fat people melt like myself. Still have fun, you know, doing it a little bit, and then I can upload it later. So, you know, I've got a few of those videos with no commentary kind of ready to go, ready to roll. So, you know, I've got them stacked for when I need them. So we're in a reasonably good place there. You know, don't think I'm going to be moving to that fully or anything like that. No, not at all. You know, that is not. I like to do the talking. You know me, if you've seen these videos, I talk till the end of bloody days, usually about shit and, you know, irrelevant stuff, but, you know, and my failure sometimes as I get myself killed like this. But no, there's a lot of talking that I do like to do, but I've just had to adjust the content a little bit so I can keep content for the channel going. And, you know, you're caught between the pillar and the post. You know, you don't want to stop, but you're just suffering when you're doing it because of the heat. And with the PCs in the back of the house and a southerly facing house, you know, it's a huge challenge. You know, it really is. So this is the only way that I can get through, you know, this awful hot weather that we've got. So please forgive me while I go on a little bit, but it's always worth giving you guys and girls some background into, you know, why these changes have happened. But yeah, it's the way forward for the time being. It's the way forward for the time being. And look at this, we've got a high score, 187,801. I'm pretty pleased with this. So if anybody's... Why did I do that? Oh my days. If anybody's got any requests of anything they want to see playing, you know, let me know. And if we can do it, we will do it. I've got to say, this week just gone, that Spectrum for the Sinclair Spectrum, that Golf was an incredible surprise of a really good version, you know, and I actually did reasonably okay on it as well. You know, golf is something that I am legendarily not good at all, but you know, I did alright on that. But that is a great foot conversion on the Sinclair Spectrum. Alright, so that Dinisoft, that was by Dinisoft. So, you know, that's someone I need to keep a close eye on as well. And if you're getting that for yourself and you've got a Mr. FPJ, when you go to the link to get that particular game, make sure that you get the one which has got the slow loader on the link. There's two versions of it. There's a fast loader, well, or a special loader that doesn't seem to work on the Mr. FPJ, and a slow loader. And, you know, Alex, you will remember this because Alex found that nothing didn't work on the Mr. FPGA. Nothing is basically a great little game. We've played that on the channel. That's on the ZX Spectrum as well. But you know, that doesn't load in on the Mr. FPGA, and it also had trouble where Alex found it on the ZX Touch as well. So that needed, we'll have one more go of this, that needed a special slow loader type version as well. But no, this is a great game that we're playing here as well. Yes, what was it called again? It was VARF, Operation Thunderbolt, available on the Mr. FPJ. On the Mr. FPJ, I'm caught between the pillar and the post at the moment as well. So I've been bemoaning that there is no Rolling Thunder, and Shiffy246 was letting me know that actually, yes, there is. Joe Tago is working on it at the moment. And, you know, I really would like to have that to play on the Mr. FPJ, but I don't currently subscribe to the beta cores that he does. You know, I used to, but I don't anymore. So, you know, I might have to just jump in to get that in recognition of that game and then pop out again, so to speak. So, you know, you may see Rolling Thunder on the next live stream that we do, and maybe even before then on the channel, maybe even before then. Right, we played, what did we play? We played that Rogue game as well, that FPS game. That was a really good game. That was the bonus video. I recorded that last night and it went up today. You know, I thought you've had enough videos. You know, you've got the top 10, you've got the gameplay one that we did, but then when I fired that up and played that, I thought, no, I've got to show that on the channel, because I know some of you may like FPS type games, and you know, it was worth showing. It was absolutely worth showing. Oh, what's that? Yes, we want that gun, and yeah, it's a roguelike one in terms of, you know, think Vampire Survivors but FPS. And what do I mean by that? You haven't got the insanity of Vampire Survivors, but you've got the upgradability of Vampire Survivors, and it works really well. And there were some definite differences on the early parts of the game that we played to when we played it like towards the end of the hour as well. But no, I think we're at the end of this game, so yeah, I'm happy with this game. God, my hands are a bit sweaty tonight. That's a bit too much information for you all, but yes, they're a bit sweaty doing this. Alright, and I've just noticed we're half hour into the stream and we haven't played that many games, so it's time to swap again. If anybody wants anything played, give a shout. But I'm going to look for one in particular here that I want to be playing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It is, here we are. It was at the bloody top. It's this arcade game here. It's this arcade game here. So I want to see, I really want to see how my skills transfer from the ZX Spectrum to this particular version that we're going to be playing now. RS Matrix, good evening, good evening. How are you? How are you? I hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining us as well. And, you know, what's the weather like in Canada? Alright, so we're playing golf here at the moment. I will not be able to get as high as some of you can get, but I will do my best. When I played this, I forgot that you could move up and down a little bit. You've got a little bit of sort of upwards and downwards movement when I was doing it on the Spectrum. But I did really well on that, considering what I've done in the past on this game. So there is every hope that I will be able to get to the final boss. And no, that's not Dwayne Johnson. That's not Dwayne Johnson. For those of you that may watch wrestling, it's the final boss in this level here. Alright. Oh my god, I died already. I died already. 26. Okay. 26. That's alright. That's okay. You have better heat, though. You do. You know, whenever I've been, you know, to your part of the world, oh, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. It's only been a couple of times. You know, your heat doesn't seem to be this awful, sticky, dry, clammy mess that we have in the UK. Alright, okay, so I died too quickly there. We've got to put another coin in. We've got to put another coin in. Ice hockey, yes. Good luck for your team. Good luck for your team. What is your team, please? Right, let's get these ones. We might be able to do a clear sheet here if I focus a little bit and try not to read the text on the chat at the same time. I always find it slightly frustrating because, you know, I'm too eager to push the fire button on here, and if you hit it too quickly, it resets your shot a little bit. So, you know, that's all pain, pain, pain. Alright, let's see. I see the pop up there. I can't read that just yet. I can't read that just yet because I've got to focus on these guys. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, come on. Perfect. Winnipeg Jets. Okay, good luck to them. I hope they do well. I hope they do well for you today. Right, okay, blow all of these up. Come on, come on. Get. Oh my word, that was heading straight for me. Oh, I'm not even 100% sure I can complete the next level on this because that was painful enough on the Spectrum version. It really, really was. If that's the one where you basically have the rock, or oh my, I went into that. I bloody went into that where you got the spinning circle. Oh. This game has built-in cheat against anti-fire. Yes, with the bloody reset of the missile. Alright, we're going to have one more go of this. But it's just so frustrating because, you know, naturally, we're used to hammering the joystick. You know, auto-fire, I would say, you know, when you're holding it down and it does auto-fire like that. But no, this is just hard. Oh, I got the top guy. That was luck, by the way. That wasn't deliberate. That was luck. That was absolute luck. Alright, boom. There we go. Another couple. Got ya. Alright, let's focus now. Let's focus on the next one. Oh, Jesus God. I don't think this is the game for me today, is it? Look at that. I keep dying. I keep dying. We'll swap to something else. I'll pick one out in the middle here. And I actually changed because we just had an Amstrad game. There was another Amstrad game that was in that pile. This is another arcade game. If it will go in the slots. If it will go in the slots. Today we had almost won the league against the bad boys. Ah, okay. Who was your team, Alex? Who is your team, Alex? All right, let's turn that up a little bit because I don't know if you can hear this. Oh, okay. So this is a. Oh my God! Come on, drive. Oh, I couldn't control it. I can't control it. Oh, there we go. There we go. For some reason, like the idiot I am, I have got this set up using the thumbstick to control rather than the joystick, rather than the directional buttons. All right. Okay, the best version of this, apart from the arcade version of it, has to be on the Commodore 64. That had a tremendous conversion. That really, really did. All right. Okay, so we've got a couple to get. Okay, you might be hard. Oh, we got you. We got you. All right. Oh no, went wrong. Okay, one more to get. One more to get. The green one to get. Now I'm sure that was on the left-hand side. So this track constantly repeats. Where was it? Did I not? I thought I saw. Oh, it's over there. How did I get that wrong? I swear that was on the left-hand side. British Road Simulator. Ha! Alright, Barca against Madrid 4-3. I'm sorry against your loss. I'm sorry you didn't get that, Alex. Your win. So the two teams that I support are, let's do a little jump there, is Arsenal, and I've supported them since I was a kid, and Reading. And, you know, Reading I used to be a season ticket holder for many years. You know, Arsenal came second in the Premiership. Reading, well, they missed the playoffs of the Championship. They've had so much bad luck, Reading, in recent times. So, yeah, hopefully I'm hoping for a good season for next season for both my teams. But, you know, in the UK Premiership, you know, I hate to admit it. I truly hate to admit this, but Liverpool are so strong. You know, it's going to take a miracle. Oh, my God, that's got hard there. It's going to take a miracle. If we're going to end this, we're going to have another go. So Liverpool are so strong, you know, it's going to take probably a miracle for anybody to beat them. You know, that they are a really, really strong team. All right, okay, so let's try and beat that high score. That's the mission. That is the mission. Oh, an ice cream. God, I could do with an ice cream now. I could really do it. Oh, that's close. Oh, my word, that was close and that was too close. I could really do with an ice cream now. You see, it subtly annoys you by showing you things like that. I've never noticed the ice cream there before, but as I bake, you know, it's a case of, oh, I want one of those, I want one of those. So, I don't know whether all of you know, I've certainly mentioned it before, the history of this channel. Why did I start this channel? This channel started off as a hobby. Let's just get this one. Oh, I missed. Alright, maybe we can get them here. Oh, no, no, we can't. Oh, no, close. Oh, I'm jacking this up. That's going wrong. This channel, well, we're going to have another go. We're going to have another go while I talk about this channel. This channel started off purely as a hobby. I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. And, you know, I was going through this diet change thing that I had to do, basically to ice cream. I could kill it for an ice cream. Basically to make serious changes to my lifestyle, my health, and everything else like that. And there's another bloody ice cream. Just went, oh, you bastard game. So you know, I needed a hobby. I needed something to do just to effectively pass the time and take my mind off food. And this channel was the great another ice cream. This channel was a great way to be doing this, and that's why I fell in love with what we do. I had no media training or anything like that. You know, if you look at the content that we do now, you know, it's very suitably different from, you know, the original stuff in terms of the presentation. Everything else, you do a lot of learning as you go along. But yeah, this was a hobby channel that just actually grew into a hobby that I enjoy. It was meant to be a distraction. It was meant to take my mind off food, because I play video games, not always very well, in fact probably most of the time not very well at all, but I do enjoy myself, so it's just transferring that to the little screen on YouTube. This is another reason why this will be forever free and never ever monetized. You know, I have no reason to ever want to monetize this. You know, I don't need to monetize this, and by don't need to monetize this, you know, it is a hobby, no income. I don't even want any income from this at all. But yeah, when I was doing it, when I first started it off, the one thing I've never shared, and it just popped into my mind right now, which is why I thought I'd mention it, as yet again I see that ice cream on the screen. Let's just grab that flag. Is when you're going through diabetic stuff, and you're going, we have one more go. When you're going through diabetic stuff, and you're going through all the challenges of trying to avoid food and everything else like that, only eat what you're meant to be eating. It feels like, it really feels like, every advert is food on TV. Everything I would get on YouTube would be something to do with food. Like, yeah, that's where I first found out about Beard Meets Food, who's that guy that does the food challenges. When I was a diabetic, those bloody started popping up on the feed, you know, and it's like it knows what you absolutely want, and it tortures you with it, you know. All the adverts you would see, it would get KFC, McDonald's back then and stuff like that, you know. You would be forever seeing stuff about food that you couldn't have because you were on a very, very strict diet to try and get the diabetes under control. So yeah, that was a very, very frustrating time. But I thought I'd share that, and I just mentioned that because I saw the ice cream here, and I thought, oh, you know, ice cream. Yep, I fancy an ice cream. And then yeah, we see multiple ice creams here. All right, so we will stop this when this credit is over. Oh, and it might be now. It might be now. Okay, game over. So we never got on the top high score. That's fine. I must have got that 17,190 at some point. But no, it's time to switch games. It's time to switch games. Thierry Henry was in Barcelona, was he? And building all new games. You are an LFC fan. Well, congratulations. Congratulations on your win this season. I think you're going to do it. I think you're going to do it next season as well. But, you know, it's... yeah, Manchester City, yes, they brought the league so many times in terms of the financial money they had behind them, just like Chelsea did once before. But I don't think that Liverpool have got the financial backing in terms of like some of those other clubs. So, you know, they've certainly done it the hard way. You can see them rebuild. You know, they had that really good season and the shit season for the Premiership and the rest of the world in the COVID years where it wasn't really a Football League season or anything. It was just going on there. But no, congratulations to them. Well deserved, well deserved. All right, so we've got to match all three sides. Oh, that's loud. That's very loud. This is Cubert's Cubes. All right, here we go, here we go. Right, so I have a... you know, I'm just going to just die 101 times now, don't you? I jumped the wrong way. All right, I've got a thumbstick on here. All right, come on, let's go the right way. Yeah. Oh, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to line them up, haven't we? I'm just going to focus on here just a little bit. Yeah, I've got an Arsenal shirt that I won in a raffle, and this Arsenal shirt is basically the year that they won. You know, everything that 49 won in terms of the games that they got without being defeated. Yeah, I won that shirt, so yeah, I was quite pleased about that. I generally was quite pleased about that. Okay, this is what way do we go? There we go. There we go. I think we did it. Oh, I think we've done it. Alright, yes, we did it. I've sort of played this half not knowing what I was supposed to be doing here, even though I've played it before. Alright, so that's the pattern we want. No, we need to go up, down, up. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now. Oh, I jumped onto it, you donkey, you utter donkey. Alright, sorry about this awful, awful play that we're doing here. Oh, no, why did I jump that way? We will have another go at this. I think I will be okay at this. I believe I will be okay. But that's game over. Yep, okay. We'll put GPC in here. We'll try and put GPC in here. There we go. Faster, faster, faster. It would never do it, but I always wish that arcade games, you know, always would remember the last entry that went in there for the last high score. Alright, let's go again, let's go again. Right, we're going to focus now, we're going to focus. Right, so. Alright, so somehow we cleared that rather quickly, didn't we? How did we do that so quick? Oh no, I jumped onto it, damn it! Okay, I'm a bit stuck now. I get some of these changed round, okay. That's going to have to be you, isn't it? Right, now we need to go and get that one where that yellow guy is. Down, one more jump. Yes, we did it. We got the line. Dear God. Alright, so I will be pleased if I can get... Oh, how are we going to do this one? How are we going to do this? There, we did it. I'll be pleased. Ah, no, and if I can get the high score. And I think I've got one more to do. One more to do at the top. Where that yellow guy is. Damn it. Yes, perfect. Alright, we need 900 more points to win this. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, perfect. Ha, we're winning. Okay. Nearly there, nearly there. See how many cubes you can do before time runs out. Yes. Bonus. Okay, so this is literally just push the thumbstick in the right direction to do this. Some take 2 goes, other take more than that, but there we go, 16,000, we're doing okay. You need anyone, tic-tac-toe to win, level 2, off we go again, and we'll change game after this. You know, when you're winning, you really are winning on this. Alright, okay, what's that one? So I was sad today. Because I didn't go to the Zap. Is it the Zap? It's the Retro Fusion show for the Commodore 64. I didn't get myself down to that because, you know, Jeff Minter was there, and I could have got myself a signed picture. You know, so a bit gutted I couldn't get to that. You know, he's one person that I would have liked to have a signed trophy for want of a better word. But yeah, at the Zap 64 show by Fusion Metro Books in the UK, there was Jeff Minter. Alright, okay, I think we've got our last life. So this one is a little bit more complicated in terms of what they look. Oh no, damn. That's it. That's it. Time to change the game. So if there's any viewer requests, you know what to do, you know what to do. But we did get on the high score. So that'll be a G. How do I do this? P. See, I forgot for a moment, you know, what it wanted me to do in terms of what do I push. Alright, so I'm going to bring up the Mr. FPJ menu, and I hope it has saved the score. I hope it saved the score. Let's just do save settings anyway. I know you don't need to do that, but yep. Alright, time to swap games, So, what shall we go for now? Okay, I know he's not here to see this, but my friend Paul Hammond, he would love this game. I am going to be awful at this game. I'm going to do my best, but he would absolutely love this. This is Crush Roller. So basically what we've got to do, if you don't know, you basically got to paint these roads. Oh my god, I died so quick. You've got to paint these roads without instant death like that. So, if you're a big fan, by the way, of Rally X, and I can't remember what it's bloody called, but it's Blue Sky. It's called Blue Sky. You can see some progress updates of what Paul Hammond is doing on his version of Radar Rally, which is on the Picotron, and I've got to say, it looks pretty damn good. It looks pretty damn good. I think there's going to be a lot of fun had with that. I really, really do. Oh, I'm being chased. The Picotron is a great system. We've only done a few games for it on the channel, and the Picotron is basically the big brother to. Oh, that was close. Oh no! The Picotron is the big brother to the Pico 8, and you know you've got a few talented authors on both systems. Paul Hammond being one, Minionsoft being another. And yeah, that's a great little system. It's like a fantasy console, but you boot it up and think of it as an emulator, and you've got some spectacular conversions on there. You really, really have of games that you know are just brilliant 8-bit classics, but recreated on those systems. All right, so we're going to go on to here. We're going to go on to. Oh my word, I'm dead already. We won't be playing much more of this game. I seems to be totally crap at this game. Oh, I actually thought I was going to have a bit better showing than what I did. I thought I was going to have a bit better show than what I was going to be doing right here. Alright, let's go around here, let's go around here. You know, under the cats, mice in holes that we're going to be going above there. I think they're mice in holes. Sometimes with these 8-bit graphics, you have to have a look at it. I think, I actually really don't know what's going on. Oh, careful, careful. Okay, oh my god, look now the cat is putting footprints everywhere. Thank you. Bloody thing. Oh, we're gone. We're gone. Oh, okay. It's still a little bit of life left. This has got to be my last life. Oh, you could get the cat. All right. I did not know that. Oh, and they got me, And there's definitely game over there, that's definitely game over. We're going to have to swap that. I was so tragically bad at that. Alright, we will go for, what should we go for? There's so many to pick from. There is so many to pick from. Here, we'll give this one a go. So, this is on the Sega Mega Drive. And this one, and this is the beauty of these little cards. You know, you can bring things up by literally just sliding them in to the NFC reader, and you're there. So this is on the Sega Mega Drive, and this is Outrun. Now, this is a fixed version on the Sega Mega Drive, and by fixed version, what they did, or at least when I downloaded it, was they adjusted the colours to make it more arcade-like, and I thought it looks pretty damn good for a Mega Drive game. Let's see how it plays. Alright, so we'll do Splash Wave. We will do Splash Wave. Oh, okay, hang on. Buttons. Hang on. I'm all fingers and thumbs here. Here we go. I've completely wrecked that trying to figure out what the gears were. I have a snack controller. So I use an ironclad system board for my Mr. FPJ for the stack. So Mr. FPJ, which is running the entire show for this evening, basically is a D10 Tesseract type board that you can get. And, oh, slowly. And I use a ironclad DX system board for it that gives you all the multi-ports and everything else like that. And it's from D3F Mod there. He does snack adapters. Well, I'm not using snack adapters, I'm using this controller, but you do have the possibility, if you've got it set up, to actually use the real controllers of this, so then you wouldn't be all fingers and thumbs when you try and change things. But now, yes, damn it, oh look at that, we crashed. So yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache, it really is. But, you know, if I could get the buttons done a lot quicker when I fire off the game, then I'm going to be in a much better place. Alright, so, yes, it is like the arcade. Oh, it is like the arcade one. They have done a very good job on this. We're out of time. Will we get under the thing? Will we get under it? We might do. Oh, balls to that. Just we got there. We got there just as we died. So the MG Golden Axe colour responds are pretty nice too. Okay, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that one. I don't know whether I've played that or not. Because Golden Axe was always a good game. You know, I spent a lot of time playing that as a younger person with my cousins in the Isle of Wight. That was one of the cartridges they had. They had that. They had Desert Storm. Was it Desert? Was the helicopter one Desert Storm? They had that. They certainly had Golden Axe, and we got quite good at Golden Axe by the time before I left. All right, let's try again. Alright, okay, and then we're going to switch to the high gear there. There we go. Alright, so yeah, Alex, it is very much like the arcade version here. Oh, I crashed a little bit because I was looking across at the volume to see how high it was. I figured, do I need to turn it up? I think no, the volume. Yeah, you're here to listen to me talk as well. I really hope you are. If you just want to listen to the game volume, watch the videos that we do, which don't have me chatting, which I've said are the ones with the red text these days, just to differentiate them just a little bit here. But yeah, I was glancing across at the volume and got myself crashed here. But I do want to get underneath that bridge so that we can see a little bit more and show you a little bit more of this game rather than the first opening levels. Alright, faster. 26 seconds. I think we are going to make this. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, no, maybe not. So, Desert Strike. Yes, it was Desert Strike. Thank you. Now, that had some sequels, didn't it, as well? I think it had some sequels. Oh, 7 seconds. Oh, balls. Come on. Oh, we're going to give it one more go. That was a really poor show. That was a poor showing. Red to differentiate, just like the red key cards. Yes, I do differentiate on the key cards. Very good. All right. Start. Get ready. I turned it up just a little bit so we can hear the background noise just a bit more and we can just play. See, this is a problem doing one of these streams. Always a problem at the corner of my eye. So when you're looking at the stream, you see all the text on the screen. You see everything shown on the screen. I don't see that because that is added in video processing before the stream effectively goes live. So I've basically got a steer. You know, I've got a monitor to my left, and I'm looking at the monitor to the right, regardless of how it looks on the camera, because the webcam reverses things around just a little bit. But at the corner of my eye, on a very small monitor I've got, I can see text popping up, and I want to have a look down, but that's going to cause me to crash. But you know, my OCD is like, have a look, I've got to look at the text, It's like, no, don't look at the text because you're going to get yourself killed. And, you know, people will be forever seeing this, but no, look at this, we have made it. We have made it here. So, extended play. What we're going to do is we're going to keep heading left, he says. Oh no, I died. We're going to keep heading left because that is actually the easier way to go. If you want to be good at Outrun, or at least make good progress on Outrun, you know, always go left. Right, okay, over the hill. But yeah, this is a phenomenal version. Oh my god, I've gone again. Alright, we'll be changing games after this, I think. But this is a phenomenal version on the Sega Mega Drive. It really, really is. Right, so Shiffy, you mentioned, I can't read at the bottom at the moment, you mentioned that there was a Golden Axe colorization. Do you know of any other colorizations as well? Because, you know, if there is, there are things that I would certainly like to add to my collection if they were anywhere near as good as what this one is. Right, round we go. Where we stop, I don't know. You get seasick on those little bumps, won't you? high gear, high gear. Right, oh, the split. Have we got to? Oh no! Oh, balls! Oh! And I went the wrong way. If I hadn't have crashed so many, we would have done it. But no, that went wrong. So Desert Strike 2, Soviet Strike, and Saturn are the two that you remember. There was another, Jungle Strike. There was Jungle Strike. That was another as well. But no, we've done all right on this. We've done all right on this. But we will be swapping games. We will be swapping games as we're halfway through the show. And again, thank you for all of you for being here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you, and for the day where some of you are. And Arse Matrix, I know you've got to go to your hockey game. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. So in the theme of Rally X on the channel, we have recently played 96 Flag Rally, and I did quite well on that this time. And if you want to look at a really twisted version of Rally X, then that's a good version to have a look at. There's a few. All right, brilliant. Appreciated. Thank you very much, Shiffy. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is Raised Def Rally X on the Sinclair Spectrum. So, you know, I might, just a heads up, I might stop this somewhere through the game, because if I do too well on this, then we're going to be playing this not forever, but you know, you want to see some games change. So, you know, let's have a look. What are we doing for time? Where is the time? So we're 1 minute 36 seconds. All right, if I'm still doing this in 5 minutes time, then we'll kill it if it's still on the same match, unless we're right near the end. All right, how do we start this? How do you start this? Here we go, Kempston joystick. Let's turn it down a little bit. Excuse me. So this is an incredible conversion on the Sinclair Spectrum. I'm being chased by one chaser at the moment. And now I've got the special, basically all my flags will double in points. I can smoke him out. When you use the smoke, you basically run out of fuel, so you can't use it too much. But yeah, this plays incredibly well. You know, Tom Dolby, who did the original here of this, yeah, he's created a great version. Midnight Brew updated it a little bit, but there were two versions of this, and I think I've actually played both versions on. Oh my god, I wasn't watching. I think I've played both versions on the channel as well. So those of you that are Mr. fans, but let's be honest, the Mister is a boutique, expensive system. You know, let's not beat around the bush. It is expensive. You know, it's brilliant. It's absolutely fabulous for what it is, but it is not cheap. You know, I've got no affiliation with them or anything like that, but you might want to go and have a look at the Mr. Multi-System system that's going to be coming out. This is by Heber, H-E-B-R-E-R, or H-E-R-B-E-R, something like that. But do a search for the Mr. Multi-System. That is basically a system that will take Mr. FPGA cores, but it doesn't require the DE10 stack. It's a system all on its own. That might appeal to you if you want effectively an all-in-one system for your retro gaming needs. You know, and it will work very well. I believe it will work very well. You know, because you've got a great community within the Mr. FPGA and everything that they've done here. But yeah, it's like a little console, for want of a better word, you know, that you could put underneath your TV and everything like that. So I think that is going to change the landscape of, you know, the Mr. FPGA and everything else like that. I really, really do. Alright, let's go across here. Unfortunately, we got rocks in very bad places. Oh, so we need to drag these down and go all the way round and round we go. Okay, because we need to get to that flag there. Everything will now double. And we'll go down here. And I need to keep half an eye on the time. Alright, because we don't want to be playing this game forever. But I certainly could play this for a very, very long time. But worth showing, if you like Rally X, you like Sinclair Spectrums, you know, this game should be a match made in heaven for you. You've got yours where it's cheap? Yes, excellent. Alright, and Andy Cooper, hello there. Yes, this does work on the ZX Touch, but there's a lot of other great games on the ZX Touch as well. So Andy, let me ask you a question. What is your favourite game on the ZX Touch? And RS Matrix, I've got to ask you, just purely out of interest, how much cheaper was it compared to what they are now for the Mister? You know, I've been under the incorrect illusion that they were always expensive. You know, was there a point where they were cheaper? Well, obviously everything is cheaper, you know, historically before Trump came along. But no, I thought the Misters were always expensive. Right, here we go. Thank you. Right, cleared. How are we doing? All right. So I'm just looking at the time here. All right. So this shows how accurate this is. You know, for those of you that have maybe watched the 2,793, maybe 2,794 videos I've done on Rally X type clones. Oh my God, on Rally X type clones. You know, the arcade skills, you know, map perfectly to this. You know, the memory muscle that you have from playing this just transfers across, and that is a testament to how good this is. But I've got to say, I'm looking forward to what Midnight Brew are up to at the moment. So they are working on a remake of the brilliant Spectrum game called Pyramid. And if you've not played Pyramid, yeah, I think we've done that on the channel as well. That was a great game. They're updating that for modern audiences, modern gameplay. So, you know, what Alan is going to do with that, you know, it's generally going to be probably a sight to behold. You know, it was already a great game. But, you know, what he's going to do with that in the end is going to be brilliant. Alright, down here. And we're near the end. Being not very technical, what budget would you need for a plug-and-play FPGA system? When I got my first Switch around 2018, the DE10 cost $100. Oh my God, that DE10. I'm sure I paid a lot more for my DE10 than what you did, Shiffy. Oh, I'm crashing here looking at the damn text. Alright, well, that signals that, you know, after this life here, it will be time to change games. You know, it will take a miracle for me to pull this out the bag. Oh, look at this. I got a bloody dead end. Okay. Right, so do you play a lot of Shovel Adventure or PLY UK on the Touch? I see, Shovel Adventure. That's another good game. Alright, okay. Right, we're going to swap games. We need to swap games out. I can't play this anymore. If anybody's got any requests, then obviously give a shout, and I will do my best to do these. Taki Udon system, is that not the PlayStation one that they're doing? Is he not working on that PlayStation one where you have effectively the little portable looking PlayStation? I can't remember. Is that it? RS Matrix, is that it? Is the Superstation the little portable looking PlayStation one? You could buy so many of these things, you really could now. But yes, alright, that's the PlayStation one, thank you. You know, the more Mr. FPGA type systems we get into people's hands, not me personally, but we as a community, you know, hopefully the more developers will open up for it and the more talented people will get involved, you know, and, you know, some of these cheaper systems, putting it in the reach of, you know, everybody, you know, is really good. And by the reach of everybody, I appreciate that these things are still expensive, but not as expensive as, you know, what some of us have paid here that didn't get in early, were late adopters for this. You know, I mean, I own way too many Misters. I have got way too many. Oh, 2 robots. I'm double robots now. We're playing Alien Syndrome, by the way. I've got way too many Mr. FPGAs. I have got, let's grab this, the one that we're using at the moment that is in the C64 X case, using the Ironclad system board. I have got another one that's in C64 X case using the Ironclad light system board, and because I don't do it so much now, but because I used to travel for work, I've got another Mr. FPJ stack that just sits on its own that I used to take with me to take to hotel rooms and stuff like that. You know, I used to have to go abroad a fair bit for work, and you know, it was so boring. You know, your work colleagues, you know, they can only do so much hosting of you, for want of a better word. You know, they couldn't give every evening to, you know, look after you, keep you company, and do things like that. So you needed stuff to do, and yeah, the Mr. FPJ was a great system to be able to take to the hotels, you know, to plug in to the HDMI and just go away and use. And this is what I hate about this bloody game. You know, I've lost my flamethrower, and now my bloody robots I've lost. Oh, I haven't lost them. Oh, I have got the flamethrower. Hang on a minute. Did that glitch and just do a normal shot at one point? Oh, my word. I'm still dead. All right, this I was so much better on the Atari ST version. My skills have never transferred properly to the arcade one. The Atari ST was easier, was way easier. Come on. Yeah, this is just an awkward, annoying, bad guy to try and get rid of. Come on, little robots, kill those balls to you. Game over, game over. I don't think I can bear another episode of that game. I don't think I can do that. So it's gone up since then. Yeah, early bird prices will only be my second misstep. Basically, I'll use Superstation for gaming. Yes, for computer stuff. Yeah, so yeah, there's options for those of you that want to get a Mr. FPJ. Just have a look at this chat. You know, there's some great advice, great comments from people on the way that you can do things. And Kevin Noble, hello there. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. So you got a Spectrum Next and a ZX Touch. Gaming has never been so cheap. I have a Spectrum Next. You know, I truly believe in supporting that team. But I've also, and I never made nowhere near as much use of it, e.g. I made pretty much zero use of it. On a whim once, I bought myself a Spectrum Uno. And the Spectrum Uno was basically, I believe it's called the Uno, the ZX Touch, but a Uno version. And it had a great keyboard that had laser engraved keys and everything else like that. It was a bit more blocky than the Spectrum Next, but I never found myself using the damn thing, which was a real bit of a shame. You know, I've been known to buy things in the past that, you know, it's like don't get nowhere near as much use as they should. You buy things on a whim, but you know, now that there's just so much, you cannot buy it all. You absolutely cannot buy it all. Oh, we're doing all right with this. We're doing all right with this. This is a game that I discovered on the channel. This is Crackout. It's very quiet. Let's turn it up. I don't know if there's actually any game music to this. Alright, in fact, let's turn this down a bit, because the next game, if there is music, will blare a hell of a lot. You could just put up with my talking on this. So yeah, I learnt about this one on the channel when we were doing some breakout games, and yeah, what a great concept of this. This is on the Commodore 64, but then as a collector of Sinclair Spectrum games, and if you've ever watched some of the unboxing nostalgia videos, you know that there was a game called New Rules John that I was after to collect, and you know, that was my golden one to get. So now I only buy things that I've never seen before, and I did not know it existed, but I saw... Oh, here we are, we've got sound now. Oh, we have sound at the beginning when it appears. Yeah, I never knew that a Spectrum version of this existed, so I brought that, and I won that particular bed, so I own a Spectrum physical cassette of this now, which was kind of cool for me to get. And, you know, I got another great Sinclair Spectrum thing as well. If you follow me on Twitter, I did a post of it recently. I have done a video of it. There's no point of doing a video of it. But Crash, I got all the Crash cover tapes apart from literally, I think, one of them, which was one of the first ones to do it. It had Ghostbusters on it and something else. That's the one that I'm still missing for the time being. However, what I never knew was Crash, which was an old magazine, a great magazine. I'm sure you probably know what it is if you're a Spectrum fan. I'm at least a Spectrum fan in the UK, because that was the most popular magazine we had. They had a tape that came out which basically listed all the scores. It was basically the first year of Crash, and every single score was basically categorized in this. I won that tape, and you know, it's got the cover of issue 2 of Crash for the cover of the tape. You can see a post of it, as I say, on Twitter that I did. It would have been in the past week or so. But it's always great as a collector of Sinclair Spectrum stuff to find brand new things that you did not know existed. You know, I don't need to buy much now anyway, purely for the fact is, you know, I've got everything I think I want, and there's only, you know, one thing. Well, there's two things that's on my missing list. One I know I will never get. I say, but you never know, because I was always trying to rebuild the collection that I had that I sold for 50 quid all those years ago. One was a Softrix editor by oh god, I can't remember, a company called Softrix actually. Paul somebody wrote it. You know, and I don't think I would ever find an original copy of that. And hang on, let's just carefully do this. Yeah, you do get a bit of noise right at the beginning here, and you know, beyond that, you know, there's literally only one or two things, but you're just browsing around on eBay, and once in a while you find a piece of treasure that just crops up, so you can go for it and expand your collection. And it's lovely to see some things sometimes where people are not trying to rip you off, and you could just have a great price for the game you're looking for. Well, to be honest, you've given up on modern gaming. The Switch is your most... Let's turn that down a little bit. Let's turn that down a little bit. The Switch is your most console, and you have no intention of getting a PS5, Xbox, or Switch 2. Yeah, now, there is no handheld that I know of that does Picotron yet. But this is something that I reckon they could do on the Mr. platform. You know, I'm sure the Mr. platform would run it very much like it can run Scum VM. So if you look at the top 10 charts that we've got recently, you know, there's two instances, or if I've got three instances now, of Plumbers Only Wear Ties, which is a Scum VM game, the only one we've ever done on that channel. That isn't a core in itself, but it's a way to run Scum games. So, you know, I truly believe that you would be able to do that on it. Well, now, whether they would do it or not is another thing, because, you know, let's be honest, the Mr. FPGA community, brilliant as it is with some of the things that they can have, some of the things that they get, I think can be a little bit, you know, I suppose stuck in their own ecosystem with what they want to do, things that people are happy to do, and obviously you need the developer that's going to be interested in doing this as well. But you never know. My hope is that with the expansion of the FPGA base for the Mr. platform, you will get a lot more coming to it, and some oddities you wouldn't normally get, and hopefully the Picotron will be one of them. But if some of you don't know what a Picotron is, you know, just have a little search on the channel, and you will find some great games on there that have been lovingly recreated by the talented coders that we've got. And you know, I'll call out Paul Hammond there, and I'll call out Minionsoft for that on the Picotron. And you know, they bring great games, effectively to this really unique platform. All right, so it would be nice if I could complete the survival wave without dying. Oh no! Oh yeah! Yes! Yeah, oh my god! I'm gonna do it! Oh, I need to get that egg. Okay, there's still an egg to get. I've got to flap upwards. Come on! Oh, I done it! Haha! Yes! Alright, they got a little bit close there. I think you could turn on some kind of auto fire to get your buzzards to flap a little bit more better. You know, it could be a fight with the joystick to make them get high. But I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Oh, catch. Oh, no, we're gone. So Shiffy, yeah, you comment about the Nintendo Switch 2. You know, I think that's a real shocking state of affairs what Nintendo are actually doing with this. You know, you're in a world where, you know, you will only own some of the games because, you know, you just buy effectively a very, very expensive digital code, and yeah, it's just not right. It's absolutely not right. Oh, that was close. Oh, there's that buzzard. He's going to kill us unless we do something. Oh, spectacular. Alright, we've got to focus now. I've got to focus now. Oh, no. And he got me. That game is over. We'll have another go on this. But yes. The Switch 2 is awful what they're doing, where, you know, really be careful. You'll think you're buying a cartridge, and some games you're just buying a download code for that cartridge, even though it's on a physical cartridge. So it's like a key card you're buying. Very much the state of the PlayStation at the moment, where, you know, PlayStation 5, where you could put discs in and it will install a little bit off the disc when you buy the brand new game, but then it downloads the rest of the bloody game. So, you know, you have you know, not the full game. And there was only ever one game on the Switch that I never got, which I wanted to get, but I didn't get. And that was because of this very reason. And, you know, we talk about keycards and stuff like that. And for Hitman, oh God, how did I miss you? How did I miss you? Oh my God, this is going worse. Hitman is basically exactly the same problem, where you only get part of the game. You know, it will boot up and then you've got to install the game. And if I read correctly, once you've installed the game, you still don't have the game running locally on your Switch. It streams it from the server, so you get a little bit of a base install for the loader, but then you'll never ever own it. So, you know, you're in a world, and this is important, we're in a world where stuff gets taken away from us through digital rights and other bits and pieces. Now, sometimes the internet does a great U-turn. If you have a look on my channel, and yes, I'm promoting the channel because that's what I do. This is the Gentleman's Quick Club. If you have a look on the channel, there is a video which I did this week, and it's Simpsons Taps Out. Simpsons Taps Out was a game that Electronic Arts released, and it was available on the iPad, the iPhone, and Android type systems here. You know, it was a tappy game. You know, you had to tap and touch what you wanted to do. It was a good game. It was a fun game, but Electronic Arts made a decision that we couldn't have it anymore. Yes, they took it away from us. However, you know, they shut down the servers. The servers shut down on January the 24th, January the 25th this year. However, the internet, the brilliant, oh my God, I'm in the fire. The brilliant internet came together, and they made a way that this could still be played. And I've got a video on the channel that will show you how to play that old game and run the server effectively off your Windows PC, and it takes only 5 minutes to set up, and the server is running locally as well. You know, I'm going to do a quite a long tap video every day. You know, I've started from scratch with it, and, you know, I'm rebuilding the Simpsons city that you've got going through it. So there's a little bit that's recorded every single day that's all going to be eventually put together in this one large video, I think, so to speak. If you're a Tapped Out fan, it will appeal to you. If you're not a Tapped Out fan, it won't. But the whole point is, it was absolutely phenomenal what the internet did, how it came together to bring out a dead game, a game that we were no longer allowed to play, and gave us the ability to do this. Alright, so digital rights is exactly the reason why Outbound and Gaming just don't want to play glorified rental. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It is the digital rights that screw us all, that really screw us all. Alright, so what shall we go for now? We will go for... I've got all these that I've sorted out. Here you go, here you go. Here's a really old one, which is really good to see on the Mr. FPGA. And this is Donkey Kong. However, I'm going to show you something here. If you've got a Mr. FPGA, you've got an update all script. Okay, and under the update all, you go to other cores. You've got to be sure to do this to get this version of it. And if you go to other cores, and there's something like it's called Game & Watch AGG33 or something like that. I thought it actually showed it on here, but no, it's Game & Watch AGG33. You get the better version of the Game & Watch games that you have here. So I've got to figure out how to start this. Yeah, start. Come on, I'm adjusting the clock. I know I am. Here we go. But this version gives you the shadows on the background, and it looks a lot better than not the official one, but it looks a lot better than the one you get by default. But no, this is an additional set of cores that's available here, and there's a whole load of these Game & Watch games that work, and they are very good. Oh, and I missed. Oh my God. So they did the same on Battlefield, did they, as well? Alright, so I did not know that. I did not know Battlefield 2142 had the same thing where it was kept going by the public. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Right, I want to try and clear Kong at least once. Yes! You've got to move quickly for that. You've got to move quickly for that. My timing was all off before. This transfers so well to the Mister as well. It really, really does. And here's the thing. You know, it's if you've got stuff like this on the Mr. FPJ, why can't you have the Picotron? Why can't you have Pico 8? You know, even if it was a pay-for type core system, so, you know, Lexa, I believe the company that makes the Picotron and Pico 8, you know, got a cut of money, you had to pay for it. I would happily pay for this. I would happily do this. So you used to have this back in the day and you loved it. Yes, yes. So there is 3 LCD games that I love. Although I like other ones that I absolutely love. This is one of them. Mini Munchkin is another that we have done on the channel. And Mini Munchkin is basically a grandstand's version of Pac-Man. However, there's another game. And I don't know what it's called. I can barely try and describe it to you. And if anybody ever knew, I would be forever in your debt if you could tell me what it was. I had it as a kid, and I lost it. And it was basically came in a silver case. The silver case was like a clamshell case that opened up like this, top and bottom screen. And basically, it was a pyramid type game where it was an LCD type game like this. I don't even remember the make of it, where you were basically. Oh my god, I got killed. Where you were fighting snakes and everything else like this to get the treasure in the pyramid. I recall it, I think it had 3 levels. And obviously that's 3 levels of slightly different graphics that you had there. But no, I would love that game. I would love to have that game again. But no, it is long gone. It is absolutely long gone. But if anybody knows of an archive site or anything like that that details all the LCD type games, please let me know. Because I might be lucky enough to find that game on there, and then I might be lucky enough to then actually be able to find one on eBay or something like that. Alright, okay, we've got 2 things to get. Oh no, I thought it was going to move. Christ, we're gone. Alright, so that's game over 165. Can you request Donkey Kong Jr.? Yeah, you can, but I'm going to be absolutely awful at it, but we will do that for you. We will do that for you. Alright, load game. Up here, Donkey Kong Jr. Oh, I'm going to be so bad. I'm going to be so... Fiery Paper Mario, welcome to the channel. You saw 96 Flag Rally and you recognise the stolen asset art of one of the games in the game. Did you now? What was that stolen from? Do let me know, honestly. And welcome to this channel. Welcome to the live stream as well. What was that stolen from? I have no idea. You know, they messed up a lot of things on that game. Oh, okay, this is going to be hard. Oh, I got to remember what to do. I got to remember what to do. All right, yeah, let's jump on these. Oh, no, he got me, he got me. I had a bit of a nightmare in my mind when he wanted this game because I am awful at Donkey Kong Jr. I truly am. Oh, no. How do I get that? How do I get that? Alright, okay. I'm looking at the sprites. I'm looking at the sprites. I think I know what to do. I had to look at the faded out sprites to see what position he was in. Oh, well, this is going to be a start again. Oh, no. Right, come on, Keith. Yes! Alright, I think we could do this. I think we could do this. I think we could do this. The pink girl has some random art taken for one. Okay, I did not know that. Thank you for that. And yeah, that version of 96 Flag Rally is a Korean game, I believe. But they did a Pac-Man game as well. Oh, I missed. They did a Pac-Man game as well. That was very, very dubious in how it looked. I can't remember what that was. That was done a long time ago on the channel. But yeah, you get some odd Korean things in MAME. You really, really do. Right, let's try and start this again. Oh, that swung. Oh god, the timing. My timing is awful on that. Oh, my timing is awful on that bit as well. Alright, I've got to pay careful attention to where that bloody is in its swing in the arc. Oh, you're joking! Alright, Addy Sneaker Freak, I'm sorry, I'm awful at this. Let's try and go to game A and see how we do on that one. For some reason I was on game B. Game A should be a little bit easier. Oh no! What am I doing wrong? You know, it's incompetent. My playing is so incompetent at this at the moment. Alright, last go, last go. I'm literally awful. I can't play this if my life depended on it. There's a lot of games you would say that about, but no, I probably couldn't play this one if my life depended. Oh my god. You know what? That's enough of that one. I can't do that one for love nor money. We may come back to that in another stream, but I need to practice that. I need to practice that one in the background, I think, just a little bit here. So I'm looking at some NFC cards to be doing. What shall we do? What shall we do? Let's fly some planes rather badly, but hopefully not as bad as what we've been doing here. So this is one of those 19 type games, but which one is it? Which one is it? Can you guess? This is 19XX. And if I recall, this is the one where you basically drive up the screen, but you've got a little bit of lateral left and right movement as well. And I must be thinking of something else because that screen is too vertical, I think, for lateral left and right movement. But we will see, we will see. Alright, off we go, off we go. So, Furry Paper Mario, welcome to the live stream, welcome to the channel. What's your favourite game? What's your favourite game of all time? Alright, so yeah, they're upset that their big plane has been shot. You're this little plane. Does this one... Oh, it does have a little bit of left and right movement. God, I'm still alive. Can't believe I'm still alive. A-team job, A-team job. Whether they parachute the tanks. Oh, did I fly into that? I did fly into it, didn't I? Alright, here. Have a smart bomb. Have another smart bomb. And another one. It's always satisfying when you get big enemies like this and you see them break up into much smaller parts. Oh, the bit of wing got me. The bit of wing literally fell off and got me. But we got some smart bombs again, so we can take a bit more out of this. We can take a bit more out of that and get rid of that one. Nice little cutscene there as well. Mission completed. I had an Indiana Jones vibe there for the minute on that recent film where they go back in time in the plane and they're flying over the sea where you've got all the battles on the coast going on. Obviously not much Indiana Jones in this, but it just reminded me just a little bit of it. Just a little bit of it. Okay, primary target has been removed. And then we're the big red arrow that takes us to a boat. Alright, let's grab those. And a little bit more shooting here. I like the way the ships went. When you get them, they sort of sink in the water there. At least that one behind us does. It's rather cool and good attention to detail. I think this one will do it as well because that's a big one. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. As it half sinks in the water. Rather nice. Rather nice. I'm just focusing out. I want to get a little bit further. I want to get a little bit further. Alright, okay. Big boat here again. You know, our little plane does so well considering everything that it's up against. I could do with some smart bombs, I really could. Oh! I was doing too well, I was doing too well, I was doing too well there. Alright, okay, let's go again. One more, continue. Okay, let's pick a different plane. We are the Sinden plane, look at this. It's like an X-wing, isn't it? It's got its wings on the wrong way around. Here's an embarrassing story for you. You know, back in the day, when Star Wars first came out, I had a toy X-Wing that I was given. I think it had originally come from one of the comics. I think the comics originally gave cardboard X-Wings out or something on the front. But I was given this X-Wing anyway. I was given this X-Wing. And, you know, I was absolutely insistent when I was like flying it around the house as you do, as you're running around holding the damn thing, that, oh, you know, it's got to be held this certain way, and I would not have it that the wings, the X-wings, would be at the back of it, not the front. It just didn't make logistical sense to me. You know, at that point in my life, I should have realised that I had OCD. But yeah, that was X-wings. I always had them flying the wrong way around, and this little plane's got the wings in the wrong place in my mind as well. All right, we're going to swap games as well. This one may take a little moment to load in, but this is a good, honest, fun game. And you can see what it is here. So the way this works is I use Zapparoo with NFC cards, and this is Bomb Jack, the extra sugar edition that's loaded in. It's got the commands on the chip here to load in. The Mr. FPJ runs a utility called Zapparoo, which can then read what's been put on these cards and then launch the games. And you can also launch games effectively from your mobile phone as well if you've not seen it before, which adds to, you know, the great gaming experience. And, you know, this is probably another selling feature of the multi-system 2 that's coming out here. And I'm not an agent for it or anything like that, but I'm aware that they've taken on board the NFC cards as well, so you will be able to use these type of cards just to place on top to launch your game if you want. Alright, this is Bomb Jack. I know some of you like Bomb Jack. Let's see whether I'm going to make you hate Bomb Jack with my gameplay. Let's see how far we can go. Oh no, I did it wrong. I was going for the bonuses. I was trying to get all the bonuses in one go. Oh, out of the way. Come on, careful, careful. Oh, that was close. That was so close. We did it. That's okay. So, I know that some of you like Bomb Jack. I have played in my own time Bomb Jack 2 on the Sinclair Spectrum, which was one of the home computers that got that special release of it, because it's not based on an arcade. It's just that nearly got me there. It's not based on any arcade game. It's just a home release of it, and it's awful. Oh my god, it is absolutely awful. You know, any fond memories you have of Bomb Jack will be wrecked if you play the Spectrum, and I've probably the Commodore 64 version as well of Bomb Jack 2. It is not a great conversion at all. by conversion, inspiration type thing. You get some games, you know, that are okay, that come out, which are new versions. You know, think of Space Harrier and stuff like this. You know, that had its own unique version, but no, the Bombjack version was, no, that's bad. Alright, okay, hopefully they're going to fall off the edge. Oh, getting a bit busy. Oh my god, it got too busy. I got myself killed there, it got too busy. So since we last did the stream as well, I have seen Thunderbolts. What a great film. Now, I appreciate Marvel gets a lot of stick about the way it's become and stuff like this, but as a standalone film, you know, it was an absolute blast. It really, really was. You know, you fear Marvel films on what you're going to see, you know, and I'm not into all slamming things for the hell of it. You know, I'm generally not. But, you know, they do some real shit decisions. Oh, I missed that bit. And by shit decisions, you know, I want you to think of Captain America, that new one with Anthony Mackie. You know, you've got the trailer of that comes out that tells you way too much about the film. You know, and it wrecks it for you. It tells you way too much about the film. But, you know, this Thunderbolts, the trailer doesn't spoil it, and it was a really, really good, solid film. You know, I look forward to seeing that again. I'm not going to pay to see it twice at the cinema because it's very expensive these days to go to the cinema. But I will happily see that again at some point. Yeah, this is nothing to do. This is nothing to do with the comic. It is really nothing to do with the comic. It'd be a blatant lie to say it was. But if you want to watch it, please go in to that film with. Let's try and grab this. Oh, yes. Please go into that film, The Thunderbolts. We're in the spirit of you're going to watch a Marvel film just as a standalone film. Forget the name. Forget that it should tie into the comics that it doesn't. But you're going to watch it as a standalone film. And I think you'll have a really good time. I really, really do. And, you know, if you haven't seen it, you probably want to watch the not-so-good Black Widow film that they did as well. Because it kind of ties in just a little bit. You know, my missus, she hadn't seen Black Widow. And, you know, there was questions about, oh, who are these characters? Because the last time they appeared was in Black Widow. So there was a little bit of learning here. Careful. Other characters you could summarise very quickly what they are. But I would watch Black Widow if you haven't seen it. Alright, how much did it cost to go to the cinemas in the UK? So that whole round trip to do this cost about 40 quid. For the two of us. That did include a drink, and it did include a very small bag of sweets, but £40. So, you know, convert that to euros. I don't know, maybe 45 euros. It's not cheap. It's not cheap as well. And the experience is, yeah, it's nice to go. You know, to go and do things like this as a family. But you know what? Yeah, you're surrounded by people that are just crunching on crisps, making a mess, making a noise all the time. And I think that half the people that go to the cinema, and I'm not going on about Minecraft here with everybody screaming out chicken jockey or whatever they do. I think half the people that go to the cinemas these days are there to look at their fucking mobile phones, which is really distracting. I've got bad eyes. I wear, you know, hang up here. Well, you know, I've got multiple versions of sunglasses that you know that I wear on the channel and stuff like that. I generally have bad eyes. These sunglasses that I wear are all prescription lenses for when I do that. And I have to sit quite far back from where we are for the cinema to actually do this. And there's nothing more annoying when you're looking forward into the cinema and you've got all the dickwads with their mobile phones out. It's not they've got their mobile phones out, but you can see the light from the phones, the distractions from the phones. And those that haven't got it out, yak. And it's like, you know, I would love to be able to go to the cinema where you could sit in your seat in the cinema and you had a set of headphones like this. Not these headphones, I need these for the channel. But you'd have the headphones for your seat, and then you could watch the film and have perfect sound in here. Yes, you've got people around you, which is absolutely great when they're behaving, but you hear the sound perfectly, and you can turn it up and down as well to your discretion, but you're not constantly annoyed by all the rattle from eating of crisps and popcorn. And why the blazes, now you've got me on this, do they sell bags of popcorn that are so big, they're as big as some people's heads, and they feel, well, I need to eat at least one or maybe two of these between us. And I look at you coming in thinking, there's a reason why you enjoy so much popcorn, isn't there? There really is. Okay, at €9. Oh my god, that's good, that is good. Yeah. So there is Orange Matrix. Go and watch it, you'll have fun. If you can park what happened in the comics. So if you can park what happened in the comics, you should be in a place where you enjoy yourself. Anyway, let's swap games. We're going to go to another arcade game. We have got, how long have we got? We've got about 15 minutes of this stream left. So thank you for all being with me. I appreciate you giving me your time on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. Thank you very much. So yeah, we'll do a few more, and then we'll be done for a couple of weeks. If it suddenly starts getting, a lot colder sooner, then we can speed this thing up to get back to normal service, because I do want to be back to doing these on a weekly basis. But I've just got to do what's best for my sanity, my health. I am generally melted in here at the moment. I really am. Alright, come on. Alright, now we've got to stand on the platform, face right, then we can go into the door and get the documents. Right, come out. Okay, got you. Down we go. We recently on this channel, on one of the streams, played Elevator Action Returns, and that was on the Saturn. That is a good version of this. Very different in terms of, what happens and what they do, but still a great version. Are we actually going to make it to the other door without dying? Right, it will all go wrong shortly, but we might be doing alright. Right, come out of there. Oh yes, we did it! Oh, I thought we were dead for a minute. Alright, okay, down we go. Oh, he got me. Balls! I tried to duck at the same time. Got to be careful here for blue doors opening and people coming out the blue doors. Do you know, I've just realised you can jump. Oh my word, you can jump. Look at me go. Oh, why have I never done that before? Why have I don't recall doing that before. I saw him jump when I accidentally died a minute ago, and I thought, hang on a minute, he somehow got his sprite up in the air, and there's another button, there's a jump button, by the beard of Christ. Alright. Yeah, you come out of there, you're going to get shot in the gonads, aren't you? Yes, you are. Right, got you, and we're going to go down, deeper and down. Right, we want that red door. Look at him, he fell on. Oh, no, we got that. He fell on top of that lift and survived. Up we go. Right, the Specky 128, I should have had better music. Oh, got you. I don't recall playing the Spectrum 128K version. Maybe that's something I should have a look at some time. Is the gameplay just as good as this on the Spectrum as well? Because I would always, argue against anybody that says the Spectrum can't do arcade games. I'll point to Maze Death Rally that we did earlier on in this video, but I still say the Spectrum has an incredible version of Rolling Thunder, a phenomenal version of Rolling Thunder. Right, okay, we need that lift. Oh, and he got me. Alright, is that it? Oh, what a place to die. That's absolutely awful. That's absolutely awful. Alright, time to swap. Another game. Time to go to another game. And I've got a few choices. I'm looking for the ones that we have played least. And by least, you know, they haven't had an outing for a little while. Because usually on these streams, if you're new to these, you know, it's a case of, yeah, you'll get a lot of things on the mister that we haven't done. I'll introduce a whole load. I didn't prepare too well for this today. So yes, the game is just good. Alright, Andy, I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, this is a fun game. This is a good game. We like Robotron type games. Williams always had very satisfying sound on its games. It really, really did. You know, they generally had a lot of good sounds for what you've got. Oh, he got me. Ah, damn it. Wasn't paying attention. Wasn't paying attention. Right, if I recall, the green ones we can't shoot. There we go. There we go. That's not very good. Okay, little robots are after us now. They can get blown up quite well. And of course, you can't help but think of Llamatron when you do this as well. Alright, up, fire to enter the letter. Right, okay, we'll have another go. We'll have another go. That said, did you see that? On that high score table, it said max entries 5 per player, low 1 removed. So that means that you can't own the whole high score table by the looks of things. I've never noticed that before. Oh, what was that? Where did that come from? Obviously a part of the screen where I wasn't looking. Alright, got you all. Oh no! Mistakes are being made. Mistakes are being made. Game over. We die so quickly. We decided to. So this is your favourite Gold Edge game? Yes, Llamatron. Llamatron was a great game. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting initials in? I just need to skip to the game. I need to skip to the game. Alright, so after this we will change games. We've got probably a couple more games we can do before we call it a night. If you didn't join at the beginning, you know, we basically just do a couple of hours worth of streams. You know, sometimes when it's been a bit cooler we've got on for a fair bit more. But in this heat, you know, I would love to go on, but you know, while I melt, you know, it's a case of nah. I need to stop for my own sanity. Right, oh, careful. Grab you. Right, there we go. So we played Robotron 64 quite a while ago on the channel. And I Matrix, I will always remember what you said. Yes, there's 2 bald people there with no hair. You know, you see, or was it you said you saw 2 gentlemen, something like that? Yes. Well, because the Robotron 64 guy, you know, he looks probably a little bit like me without the baseball cap on. Anyway, yeah, we played that, and we're fortunate we're not playing that one at the moment, because that one is a hell of a lot easier than this. You can make a tremendous progress on the Nintendo 64 version of it. You really can. You know, you kind of played it and you think, oh, is this ever going to end? Okay, big brains there and defender type things there, but no, we need to swap games do something else. We've got 5 more minutes. We've got 5 more minutes. Alright, so let's do 2 games. We are going to do a little bit of this one that's just coming up. A little bit of this one that's just coming up for a few minutes. And this is Phoenix. And then we will swap to something else. Yes, yeah, very good. Yes, a younger gentleman. But I've just noticed that I haven't got the CRT stuff loaded in here. So I do have a RetroTink that I use for when I do the videos, but in the case of the live streams, I don't use the RetroTink because by the time it's sorted itself out on what's going on, the screen will sometimes fade and then come back, you know, disappear, lose signal, and it's not a problem with the RetroTink. It's just the way it works. In terms of, I was still, oh my god, I was still in golf mode, and I was trying to push up to move my ship up. Yeah, the RetroTink will just lose signal just a little bit while it adjusts itself, because it's brilliant at changing the resolution profile to make everything look good. Every game has its individual profiles, but it doesn't map too well on the live streams. You know, it really doesn't. You know, when I use the RetroTink for the main videos that we do, you know, you can let it settle, you know, give it 10 seconds to settle. I don't want the game to be showing the Elgato capture screen all the time when it's trying to settle itself. Right, we're doing alright here. We are doing okay. Oh, right, okay. Oh, come on, come on. A lot of oohing and ahhing. Oh my god, and I died, and I died. Come on. Well, I can get the wings. Yes, I got you, I got you. It's always satisfying when you get the birds the way they explode, the way they do like that. Oh, well, that's one way to get him. That's one way to get him. Alright. Oh, he didn't die. Oh, he did die. Ha! Oh, no, no, no. I've got one more life. No, I haven't got a life. Alright, that's game over there. That's game over there. So we're going to swap to the final game. We're going to swap to the final game. And I should probably... How long have we got? We've got 3 minutes. Alright, we're going to do an arcade game. We're going to do an arcade game that I know some of you love. We've done it recently on the channel, but I appreciate that some of you love this. Let's do Tiger Heli. I believe I was told that there was a bonus you can get by repeatedly shooting something on one of the red roofs. I've not been able to do that yet, and I have been trying. That was a smart bomb that I used at completely the wrong time. And this is another one that I learned from the channel, from a request to play. And yeah, great game. I do enjoy this one. Unfortunately, the Mr. FPJ doesn't seem to save the high scores on it, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, this is one of those, you know, just one more go type games as well. It really is. You get to little bits where you're being shot by... See, was it this we had to blow up on the red roof and it would do something? I don't know, but I say I'm not being able to get some of the bonuses that I believe exist. Right, okay. There we go, there we go. God, you wouldn't want to live in those houses, would you? No, 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 with me flying above like this. We seem to jump ahead a fair bit there as well. And I learnt those little diamond things are great for the bonuses. Oh. Right, so there's a bonus thing that you get, and I think it depends on what number you've got on the bottom of the screen with that number there. I'm sure that helps vary what you're going to get. So I think I will get an extra life when the cross appears. And there it is, there it is. Yeah, so I think that gives me... Is that... Oh no, that wasn't the extra life. That was a new helicopter. But hey ho, that's game over. Alright. If you're like Tiger Heli, it's sequel on the Mega Drive, Twin Cobra. I'll make a note of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, last go of this, and then we'll call it an evening. We'll call it an evening. So this is the final game. The final credit. Yeah, this is just a great little shooter. You know, there's something about it as well where, you know, you make slow but steady progression. You know, it's not completely unforgiving in terms of, you know, you're dead no matter what you do. You know, and it doesn't seem to me to be a coin muncher type game as well, which makes it a good game. Those poor tanks. Yes, should that blow up? Is there something there that will blow up there? Or did I misunderstand some instructions? Which is probably exactly what happened that I was given at some point. Oh, and he got me, damn. Oh, that went a bit wrong. But we've got a little bit further, I think. Oh, we haven't. We're back here. Alright, so I need to drop my bombs on you guys. Oh, no. Well, that's game over. That's game over. Oh, sorry, Shiffy. Shiffy, it was you who said you said Tiger. Sorry, Twin Cobra. All right, your hockey team is tied. Okay, good. All right, so that's it. That is absolutely it. Thank you all for coming along. It's because of you we do this. It's because of you I do this. I appreciate each and every one of you. You keep my hobby alive with this channel. By turning up to the live streams, you know what, it just gives reinforcement that everything we do here is worthwhile. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for your time. You have a great couple of weeks before we do the next live stream. As I say, when it gets a little bit cooler, we'll go back to the weekly ones, but you know, I'm literally just melting here, and that's too much information for you. But beyond that, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. At the Gentleman's Pixel Club, we play old school games, no need to rule. With sunglasses on, we dive into retro fun. Masters of nostalgia, our joy never gets undone. G is for Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. The GPC brings us together every single video. Subscribe now and join the club, let's have some fun. Gentlemen of gaming, you know ladies, welcome to pixelated fun. Remember when we had Commodore and Atari too? Those were the days we loved them like a brother and you. From Pac-Man to Space Invaders, we played all night long. Gentleman's Pixel Club reminds us of those times when life was just right. G is for Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is for Club. The GPC brings us together every single video. Subscribe now and join the club, let's have some fun. Gentlemen of gaming and the ladies too. Retro fun never done. Through the years, the games may change, but the spirit stays the same. Gentlemen's Pixel Club is where we gather our hearts in a gang. Sunglasses on, we're ready to play. Gentlemen's Pixel Club, the ultimate gaming channel, always in play. G is for Gentlemen, P is for Pixel, C is the Club. The GPC brings us together every single video. Subscribe now and join the club, let's have some fun. And women and children of gaming, joystick fun are never done. G is for Gentlemen. together every single